when I come watch this Peter Obi video, when I hear what Peter Obi talk, all the obedient movement, when I share this video, when I watch the video first.
But that's impeachment where they impeach you. I won't come back because I know why they impeach you. They're very stingy. Even people tell me, they think saying I made them impeach you. Now pitch or impeach, they do you. Which one they do you?
They remove me. Is that correct?
Now remove.
No, be say
but not true. Say you they stingy because I don't hear say you know they share money.
No, be stingy. There are people. There's difference between stingy and what they call prudence and accountability in managing public affairs. Okay, make I tell you, I don't talk them before. They impeach me for 3 things. Number 1. Office will be my office for governor. Will be my own office, so you hear me say before. They born and before I come, something happened in born. The house where they live, that be number 2. Something happened again. That office, yes. They had a problem. Some people just come. When I begin, that office, they get the budget where they approved to repair that office. 298 million naira. When I come and say we no get money, so I say, Oga, leave this office, make I take my hand repair. It cost me 43,200,000.
From 298
million. It cost me 43,200,000. They say I no do and do process. I say wait, they order new table, but they get one governor where don't pass there. We get table where they go keep some. I say the table na table. Make you bring this table. Police are here now. Na table we go take walk. Now it be the first offense.
Shebi, when I talk when
second
I tell
offense.
Oh, Your Excellency, hold on. When I talk, say you they stingy. People
stingy.
they look me. People they look me like say I just accuse you. Oh, now they see I'm now.
Not be stingy. Not be stingy. Not be stingy. We don't get the money. We don't get the money. That's not be stingy. Number 2.
No, now how they see them?
Not be stingy. Number 2, the house where they live, where they call government house. The budget said they go do everything, including buy. It go cost 486 million to repair the house. I did everything with 81 million. They go the upper bed. They said they're importing bed from outside. They're doing that. I said, I live for Oka. Person fit do bed for no bed in a bed. Not be for somebody to sleep. Even if you bring things when they go make you sleep. Even if they bring mattress from heaven, you no go sleep. So may they do bed here. I go to one man where they do bed there. He did the bed. And I was sleeping in it till I left.
You sleep well?
Well, very well. I
don't appreciate this man.
So they can't join in that number 2. They build what they call presidential lodge. Every state for Nigeria get presidential lodge for their state. So they award the contract in my place for almost 1 billion. So I stop and say, President no live in Oka. What would they build house for? They say, I said, no.
How much was that one?
Almost 1 billion. They don't give that. I said, bring the money. We are not building house for president. President no go live for Oka. You know, that time, after I stopped that one, President Obasanjo say he must come to Oka. They say he was in the I say, no. Mr. President, you won't come to Oka. Now you be president. Come in the morning, go in the evening. You know, they don't need to sleep. You get plane. But he said he will sleep. I said, okay. Since you come and sleep, me, I get house. Under my culture, the big man come your house, you come out.
You leave the house for
Yes. So I said, he stayed 3 days. I leave my own lodge. I said, come and stay here. Me, I go outside. When you go, come back. And that's what we did. And it was working. Number 3 item was say, are they safe? I said from day 1. You know, for Nigerian constitution, not safe, you know. You get like motor park. Anything where you get, you share.
For Nigerian constitution?
Quote me, there's no place in our constitution where they say saving. Everything must be shared. But I called my people and said, this money where we they get from oil for everything, not be for only this generation. It's for future, our children yet unborn. So anywhere we get money for this state, we go take 5% put side. They say no. Say never do people where they are. So I said they say even some people say waiting when the children come anything they see. I said when I go save. So these 3 items come make them say make I come out. But when the judges hear my case, they come bring me back. So this man must come back.
God go bless those judges.
So he not be stingy.
You see,
he's not stingy. I go talk about stingy when we the end.
Your Excellency,
he's not stingy. Public money must be managed for public good. Whoever find himself in office, it is by grace of God. If you mismanage that office, you are abusing grace of God. No other person can build your country except you. This country is only country we have. And only us can build it for ourselves and our children. Only us can make the sacrifice that will make it work. We have an election coming up on the 25th of February for the election of the next president of Nigeria, which is the most critical. And I repeat, go and collect your PVC. That is the opportunity to contribute in electing that person of your choice you think that can solve this problem. We're going through a critical phase. This is an existential election for our country. It must not be based on tribe. We've heard that story enough. It must not be based on religion. It must not be based on anybody's tongue. It must be based on character that has a proven record that is verifiable and we can trust. It must be based on competence. Somebody who has proven competence with a verifiable background. We know his name. We know where he says he's gone to school, where he has been. In my own case, I've said it. My name is Mr. Peter Obi. I went to Christ the King College, Onitsha. I was in University of Nigeria, Nsukka. For trainings, I've been to several other institutions of the world, some of which I'm an alumnus, like Oxford, Cambridge, Kellogg, IMD, Lagos Business School. Some I wasn't an alumnus, but I passed through there, like London School of Economics, Harvard, Columbia, Edo. So I've passed through there. And you can go and verify by this. I'm a trader. I've lived in the UK. I was doing a business in the UK. I have a company. As at the time I left the UK, I have the highest credit rating any UK person can. The record is still there. The house I own in the UK is still there. What I did in the UK is still there. I ran a business. I came back here. I was a director in several institutions where I didn't just start today. When I became chairman of Fidelity Bank, they told me I'm entitled to 2 vehicles as chairman. I said I'm not entitled to anything. I want to come here and do board meeting and go. And yet you can verify. So I want people with character and competence. We want somebody who has commitment. Above all, we want people with compassion. Because we have leaders here who don't have compassion. We are the street, we are flood, we are carrying people's home. And we are not showing concern. People die every day. People's children are kidnapped. People are kidnapped. We are not showing enough compassion as a country. I have worked in globally where there's trouble. I've gone to so many places where there's trouble. As a serving governor of my state, I went to President Jonathan and said, I want to go to Haiti. He asked me why. I said, I'm going because they have an earthquake that consumed school children. One school with over 1,000 schools went under with all the children. I said, I'm going there to help them rebuild. He said, Peter, I said, that's what I've done all my life. I've been to all the troubled parts of the world. As I speak to you, Mr. President, I've withdrawn my son from school. We want to go and help. And we went. That's how I knew that Nigerian police actually have an exchange program with Haiti. It was when we were in camp, where we were working, that one policeman saw me and said, is this not that you look like Governor Obi? I said, yes. He screamed. I said, what happened? I said, this is a job I do personally. Wherever there have been problems, like flooding, like everything, that was why I spent my Christmas in IDP camp, my New Year in IDP camp, We want to see Nigerians who are in IDP can go home. They don't have to be there. If they are there, all of us are there. So we want people with compassion. This country must change. A new Nigeria is possible, and I want people to hold me responsible. When I say I'm going to be commander-in-chief, I'm going to be commander-in-chief. We must change the country for our children. We must make their sacrifices. If it means us dying for them to live a better life, let's do it. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
I think you can do better than this.